welcome back, our football fanatics, to another episode of NFL Twincast, NFL Twin Take. So, Corey, why do I have these Bears slippers? Why? Because when the Mac Daddy hits you, it's nighty-night. The Sandman, you're going to sleep, baby.
It's probably because you're off.
Nighty-night.
You're off.
Night. No, he puts you to bed, dude.
Who that, baby? Woo!
Okay,
Today's Cam Jordan Day. Top player in the league.
Yeah, okay.
Top defender, top edge
I wasn't
rusher.
done yet.
Way better than Khalil Mack. Fly to the flag, baby. Who that go, Saints? We're Super Bowl bound. Today's a great day, Kyle.
Okay, so
today we talk about Cam Jordan,
Yes,
one of the most
so-
underrated players in NFL.
if you guys haven't caught on yet, we're talking about the odds for Defensive Player of the Year.
Cam Jordan, baby.
I'll let Corey get to that, but actually we're going to start with Khalil Mack. The
Wait,
Mac Daddy,
time out. He was found.
The Mac truck.
Was
Dude,
he found?
he hits you, you feel like a Mac truck hit you.
Okay, so
The Big Mac.
last year,
The baddest man on the planet.
minus Bears fans, I didn't know he was playing.
Return to the Mac, the 85 Bears are back.
Did
You know what? All right, let me say my
Last
points.
year when I was at the
Okay.
game, I did not know he was playing.
Three counterpoints to that, and then let me state why,
Okay,
why
please,
he's going to win
I would
Defensive Player of
love
the Year.
to hear these.
Okay. Well, first off, he wasn't 100% healthy.
Oh,
Second.
neither is any other player in the
Okay,
league.
second.
Nobody's 100%
You're-
healthy unless you're on the
not letting me
sideline.
talk.
Even the practice squad's injured by halfway.
Stephen
through the
A.,
season.
can I talk, please? Okay. Number two, the problem was when Akeem Hicks went out, who's the nucleus of our defense, we had no pass rush. Like, everybody knew, like, they could double and triple team Khalil Mack because without Hicks, we had no pass rush.
Okay, let me ask
And
you
then
something.
number three, Chuck
Wait,
Pagano.
number two.
Chuck Pagano, wake up, man. Go look at Buddy Ryan's defense. Look at the defense with Vic Fangio.
Look at the
because
Saints defense.
look at what the Giants and Belichick did moving around Lawrence Taylor. When you have Khalil Mack lining up at the same spot
Wait.
the whole time, move him around.
Kyle, I have a question.
I have an answer.
If once Hicks got injured, your defense went down. The top defense of all
I just said
time
he's the
only has
nucleus.
two good players. Is that what we're talking about?
Actually, we're
So one player goes down, and Khalil Mack, the baddest man, can't pick up the slack.
double and triple teamed him.
But if he's
And
the
we didn't have
baddest
our
man on the
scheme.
planet, he
It
should
was
be
our
able to-
scheme. Okay,
should
sure.
be
No,
able to-
this is the best point. And then can I talk about
You
why
said
he's gonna
you said
win?
3
Can I talk
points.
about why he's gonna win? Dude, he spent the whole game with an
On the
oxygen mask.
sidelines.
Yeah,
On
with
the
an
sidelines.
no in the game because their defense was their offense. He didn't get
Oh.
a break.
Oh,
Dude, he was a marathon runner.
Wait.
He had to have the lungs of Lance Armstrong because he had to have the
so you're
oxygen.
telling me Khalil Mack takes
No,
steroids?
you idiot. He looks like he does because he's a beast.
But I have a question though. So he had to do his job.
His
He had to
job
be
and
out
the
on
offense.
field.
And the offense's job.
It's just in. A defensive player had to stop
No,
the
Corey.
opposing offense and play defense during
Our
the game.
defense was our offense because our offense would be on the field for three
Your
and out.
defense was your offense.
Yes, last year,
Pitiful.
yes. I know it was.
Oh
They didn't
my
get a break.
gosh.
They didn't get a break.
You know what? I'm done
Dude.
counter-arguing. You continue.
Yeah, okay, so the reason he's gonna win it, he should have won it in 2018 when Donald won. I think Packers fans and Aaron Rodgers
I
are
could
still
agree
having
with that.
nightmares.
I can agree with that.
That game against the Packers week 1 2018 was the best display
Okay, the opening
of defense I've ever seen in my life.
There's 15 other games. So
Okay.
continue.
Okay, well, he had 9 sacks. He had 3 forced fumbles or fumble recovery. He also had an interception that year. That was 2018. Last year, I already went the last year, but the guy
he was lost last
no,
year.
come
He
on,
was
you
on
know,
no card.
dude,
I couldn't find him.
let's be honest. He changes games. Like, everybody has to scheme for Khalil Mack.
This is true.
Dude, they're scared. They're terrified of him. When he hits you, you feel like you got hit by a man truck. He puts you to sleep. He's a Sandman.
He scares offense coordinators unless you have the
And-
Saints O-line because we shut him out.
He's second year under Pagano's system. Our defense is back healthy and improved. We brought in new weapons. Eddie Jackson's going back to playing free safety when he was all pro. So he's going back to that. We brought another safety. Brought in a better cornerback, Jalen Johnson. We brought in Robert Quinn. So on the opposite side of Khalil Mack, the other outside linebacker, Robert Quinn, who had double-digit sacks last year. Leonard Floyd hasn't done crap. So now you have Robert Quinn on the other side to take off the double teams. We have 2 healthy middle linebackers. We got, like I said, Akeem Hicks, Lyle Nichols, Eddie Goldman. Our defense is going to be number 1. And the best player who's going to have the biggest impact, who people are going to be having nightmares until that game, Aaron Rodgers, Packers Nation, is going to be having nightmares of number 52. He's going to have a breakout year because people like you want to be like, oh, they couldn't find Khalil Mack.
I can't wait.
Where
I
was
can't
he?"
wait till the Saints come to town because we're gonna.
I can't
embarrass
either.
you. We beat you with our practice squad.
Drew Brees,
So
I
let me
love
tell
you.
you-
I love you, Brees, but Mac might put
Dude,
you in early retirement
we-
unless you go down early.
Let me ask you this, Kyle. If you took out Khalil Mack, Eddie Jackson, and Akeem Hicks on defense, would you guys win the game?
Yes.
No,
This
you
year,
wouldn't.
yeah. This year,
No,
yeah.
you would
This
not.
year?
So
This
take out,
year?
hey,
I just told you. You want me to name our 11 starters on defense?
Hold up.
We're going to be number 1.
You take out Alvin Kamara. You take out Jared Cook. You take out Drew Brees. We should not
Okay.
beat you. We came into Chicago with Khalil Mack, and we whooped you.
55-year-old quarterback. A running back
That
who,
55-year-old
a running back who thinks
better.
he's doing tiptoe
He could go
ballet in
better
the
than 29
backfield and was
quarterbacks.
hurt. and who needs to go just go eat live cafe or heads or whatever the hell it is.
Dude, Alvin
And
Kamara
then,
has more yards than
A
your
40-year-old
offense.
tight end.
Jared Cook is. Dude,
Okay.
you don't talk about tight ends. Don't you dare make fun of quarterbacks.
Dude,
or
get
tight
back
ends.
on, dude. Let's just say the Bears. These are my 2 points, man.
Okay.
Khalil Mack should have won in 2018. He's already won it in 2016. He had a great first year. We got a healthy defense back. We have a better defense. Second year in the system. We're going to be the number 1 defense. He's going to be the best player on that defense.
Okay, so let me say a couple points.
And we have an easy schedule.
Khalil Mack is top 3 in his position. I give him
Number
that.
1.
The Bears have to have a great season if he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Well,
you guys can't just win 9 games. You have to probably win NFC North. If he's going to win that award, you have to be a great team.
And he's still learning. You know, when he was in Oakland, he was an edge rusher. He played D and linebacker. In the Bears, he's just linebacker.
Yeah.
So he's still learning that.
He has all the athletic talents. That's how they scheme him. He had an off year, which is called.
And Corey, we have the best linebacking core in the NFL when we're healthy.
Well, let's move on.
Roquan
You need an inhaler?
Roquan Smith, Danny Trevathan, inside linebacker. And then we got Robert Quinn and Khalil Mack outside. That's the best linebacking core. Those 4, don't mess with them.
I think Demario Davis was all pro.
I just said, but we have 4 stud linebackers.
Let's go.
So, all right, Khalil Mack's going to win it, guys. We already know that. He should have won in 2018. He's already won it.
I think
he's going to win it again.
I think who you're about to name should be favorite.
Yeah. So, number 2, Nick Bosa.
He should be favorite.
My God.
He could have won it last year.
Khalil Mack's the best man on the planet, but Nick Bosa, you're right there.
Oh,
dude, he changed the Super Bowl until he spent too much time because their offense was going 3 and out.
If San Francisco wins that game, Nick Bosa should win MVP.
I mean, dude, anybody who, some people only tune into Super Bowl, you tuned into that first half Super Bowl, he was getting back to every play, and he
was a rookie.
Yep.
He got bigger as each game got bigger.
And what did he already win? What's the major award he could have won as a rookie?
Defensive Rookie of the Year.
And he already won that. Number 2, who has got the best D-line in football, arguably?
San Francisco.
Okay. Number 3,
he's the best D-lineman on
yeah.
that.
And number 3, they brought in the guy from Javon Kinlaw. So they drafted him. Bosa, dude, that's the thing. That's respect.
He has an endless motor.
Well, if you watch a tape or any of the games, that's respect right there because he was getting double teamed or they'd have a second guy come and chip him every play as a rookie.
Honestly, I know you already mentioned this, but just ask the Packers about Nick Bosa, dude.
Thank you.
That guy, I think he should have won Defensive Player of the Year last year. I think it's because he was a rookie, so they didn't give it to him. He was on the best defense.
Yeah, and the first 2 guys we mentioned, Aaron Rodgers has nightmares about. Just want to throw that in there real quick. But you know how Pro Football Focus does rankings, and they go pretty deep into it. Pretty deep into it. So he's a rookie. Out of either side of the edge, like there's obviously 2 DNs.
Outside linebacker.
Third overall in the whole NFL already. Third best edge rusher.
He's better than his brother already.
Oh yeah,
his brother's
better than his brother. I think he's better than Chase Young. The guy, dude, I love him, and he plays with like a swagger, dude. Like yeah, he's awesome. I mean, he's got never-ending motor, and also people forget when he came in the last year. Even though I know with COVID, people won't be in as good a shape maybe, but he's healthy this offseason. Last year, he wasn't healthy those first few weeks. Those first 3 weeks, he was unhealthy during the offseason.
Here's the other thing. He has
injuries.
He has that Khalil Mack, Aaron Donald effect. Like, you have to scheme against him as an offense. You have to worry about him. You have to use 2 guys to block him, or the running back has to chip him. I mean, he literally can change the game. Mm-hmm. Whether that's through run defense, pass defense, the guy, you have to worry about him every play.
And that's the thing.
He was worth his draft pick.
He had 9 sacks last year. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to have double digits this year. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, without just the sacks, dude, that's the stuff that's not on the stats. We're just getting to the backfield where the running back has to change where he's going. The quarterback has to look the other way. Like, every play, every play, he's getting through the line. No, I mean, he's winning the line of scrimmage battle, and they have one of the best lines in football, one of the best defenses. They're fine.
I would put my money on him in Vegas.
Yeah, I love Bosa. Number 3, obvious. I mean, I love the argument. Yep, I love doing the Mac Donald argument, but that's because they're both great. I mean, Aaron Donald, the guy's a dude. He's amazing.
He's the only thing relevant still on the
race. So Aaron Donald, everyone's seen his tapes, like with the plastic knives, with the handwork where he's dodging them and stuff. Like,
I haven't seen those cops.
Oh, you haven't?
So not everyone's seen it.
But
I don't know what that was.
It looks like me, like Bruce Lee, kind of, hand-eye coordination, quickness right there to move. But honestly, though, with Aaron Donald, he should not be as athletic as he is for a D tackle.
Well, look at his strength. He has power and strength.
And
that's what makes him good.
Like, he's as athletic as
Corey Sharworth, probably.
A little more than that.
Just maybe a little
bit. Well, the speed, and then his hand technique and the quickness and the strength, all in one.
It all.
It's insane.
He's literally the full package.
Why the Bears passed on drafting him, I have no clue. But anyways, Aaron Donald, the guy, like, we already know he's getting double teamed every single play, and he still makes these plays every game.
You're gonna get upset about this, but here's my argument of why he's just a little better than Mac. Even though he gets double teamed, he still performs.
Mac so does Mac, you idiot.
I didn't know Mac was playing.
Dude, then start what? Oh my
I watched
God.
games with you, Kyle.
I just told you the system
him.
wasn't right. We had injuries, so everyone was double.
You guys hear a small violin or a bunch of excuses?
Okay, well, dude. Wait till next year. He's
I am
waiting.
I
don't care.
You sound like a Cubs fan.
He's the best man on the planet.
But back
to Mac, 85 Bears are back.
Back there, Donald. How many times has he won that award already?
Twice.
See, I mean, and he's always won the top 3
players.
Always.
Well, and you
cannot argue that he's not top 3.
You want to know what's crazy? So he had 12.5 sacks last year, and that was considered a down year. That was considered a down year for his standards.
The only player that we've watched growing up that I can compare him to, that was that dominant.
When he was healthy,
He had that stint.
And guess what? They both won it twice, right? The award. Wasn't it back-to-back years they each did it too? Aren't they the last 2 players to do that?
JJ was the man.
Yep.
Aaron Donald kind of took that torch. Now it's kind of between Khalil Mack and Cam Jordan.
And and then last thing I want to say with Aaron Donald, I think he wants to prove something this year too, just because for his standards, last year was like with Khalil Mack,
it was a quieter year
for both of them. And then also, so Aaron Donald in 6 years, he has 72 sacks. There's over 10 sacks. That's averaging over 10 sacks a year, man. And like we said, he's always getting double teamed every single play.
Watch any game film if you know anything about football, and he changes what the offense wants to do all the time.
And he's made the Pro Bowl every season. I know it's Pro Bowl, but still, he has a mess.
He deserves it.
So number 4, Corey. I know you'll want to elaborate on him, and you don't even know if that's number 5.
Oh, damn it!
All right, and you don't even know. You'll want to elaborate because he's from LSU. Jamal Adams.
Oh my God,
I love Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams, Bayou Bengal. LSU, go Tigers, absolute stud. That guy is a hard hitter. He has heart. He's smart as could be. He for a safety to even be in this conversation, that just shows right there.
Well,
he's the best in the game.
So not even getting into stats, my thing as to why Jamal Adams is, dude, he's already like captain of defense ever since coming in. He's going into his 4th year,
and he was on the Jets.
He
was doing this on the Jets.
So he's already a first-team All-Pro. He's made the Pro Bowl 2 out of his 3 years. And the thing is, he's the best player on that whole franchise. And there's not even a second question. Like, he is by far the best player as a safety on the entire franchise. He's their best player. Like I said, he's already a captain of the team. And he does it all. So, you know how we were talking about from the draft?
He's versatile.
Yeah, so we were talking about the linebacker from Clemson during the draft.
Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah. So, Jamal Adams, dude, he's a linebacker safety. That guy hits.
He's a hybrid.
He hits like linebacker. Like, he likes to tackle. He's got an knack for the football.
Let's just put it this way. He could have played in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Which a lot of players now couldn't.
He kind of reminds me of Urlacher, but switch. Instead of safety, Urlacher went safety linebacker. He went linebacker to safety. But he's all over the field, dude. The guy if you look up his stats or watch the games, he has the interceptions, he has the tackles, he has the forced fumbles, he has the defensive touchdowns. He does it all.
I just hope he stays in the AFC.
He's all over the field. For the
Saints and Bears' sake, please stay in the AFC. Don't go to a contender there either. If a good team or a contender gets him, oh my gosh. He's going to be worth being the highest paid safety.
He's all over the field, and I think there's not much debate. I think for strong safety, he's the best in there.
Here's my only counter argument. He needs to figure out what's going on soon because it's just like with your team last year with the Bears defense, scheme does matter. I mean, we've seen it with Josh Norman as a cornerback, how good he was in Carolina and then switch. It happens. And so hopefully where he goes, they use him right because he was with Greg Williams. And Saints fans know this. Greg Williams likes to hit. He was perfect.
If you're a great player and they put you in the wrong system, that's going to...
It ruins your talent.
Yeah.
At least, yeah. So
I being a great receiver with a bad quarterback.
I think he'd be good in
a great quarterback, no offense.
He'd probably be good in Seattle. Not that they'll take him, but a team like that with that kind of defense, I think he'd be good in Chicago. They couldn't afford him.
See, I was going to say Jets pay him, but I don't think it's their fault. I mean, when a guy, we know nowadays, too, athletes, they can get their way out and sit out. So you might as well just get what you can for him if you get something worth it, but he's going to get out of there. Even if you sign him, he's going to leave once his contract's over. He doesn't want to be there.
He's easily the best.
And maybe that is because he is the best player on the team, and he doesn't see them actually contending anytime soon. So, I mean, he's the best strong safety in football. And he's only going in his 4th year. So number 5, Corey, Cam Jordan.
Here's my thing with Cam Jordan. If you guys have listened to this show, podcast, you have heard us say countless times how underrated Russell Wilson is.
He has the Drew Brees syndrome.
Drew Brees and Russell Wilson.
Team. Underrated on the defense, Drew Brees underrated on offense.
If you look up any stats or have watched the Saints ever since Jordan's been in NFL, he's been one of the most consistent players. I was listening to a Pro Football Focus podcast the other day, and they were mentioning a bunch of stats for edge rushers. Literally, top 3, they had Mack and Jordan in every stat. And you would never know Cam Jordan's even near Khalil Mack in stats, but he is. He just doesn't get that fame. He's not an athletic freak.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Well, it's small market.
Yeah, and I get it. Our
and
defense
are
is
known for their
elite.
defense.
Yeah,
They're known for all
but
that.
he's always in the backfield, always causing pressure. I mean, he had 15 and a half sacks last year. The guy, literally, if you look up how many games he's played, he never misses a game, and he probably stays on the field more than any defense player. He never takes a snap off, ever. And that's something right there. That's like an Iron Man. That's dependable.
And what's the one constant of that defense this past
It's Cam Jordan.
Yep. Who's the glue to that defense?
He's literally the leader.
Just a couple things just to throw out there. And some people might not even realize it because, like you said, he's kind of underrated. So he made the All-Decade team. He's made the Pro Bowl 5 times.
He got snubbed his first 2 years.
He's averaged, if you take his averages for what he's going into his 10th year, he's almost at 10 sacks a year. That's pretty freaking incredible. Last year, and this just shows the trend he's going in. He's made the Pro Bowl, 3 years in a row, and last year he had the most sacks in a season. Mm-hmm. What do you have, 15 and a half or something?
Yeah.
So he's getting better, and he's all-pro. So he's all-pro, all-decade team, almost 10 sacks a year, Pro Bowl 5 out of 9 years.
It should have been 7.
Coming off the best season in his career. So, I mean, it's all right there.
Here's another thing. I don't know the exact amount of games, but it's been about 44 games, I want to say, since the Saints have allowed a 100-yard rusher.
Yeah.
For one running back. Who's been a part of that D-line the whole time? Our D-line's been one of the top run defenses.
He's been the one consistent.
If Davenport can stay healthy, that's going to help him. Demaro Davis is an all-pro. They finally got Jenkins to complement Lattimore. Our defense is going to be better, and Cam Jordan's going to keep
That's what I was going to say. He needs the other side of the line to stay healthy, so he's not getting double teamed.
Rankins and Davenport keep going down. That's the other part. I know this isn't a part of the award, but they talk about this with quarterbacks.
Top defense.
He's doing this with backups. Mm-hmm. Each year, our line keeps getting injured except him, and so he's playing at a high level with backups. It's kind of like what you're saying with Mac. He's getting doubled.
Well, and I was just going to say that's what could help, though, for Mac's argument this year, because the Bears are going to be a top 3 defense.
Yeah.
They're going to be, and if you're one of the top players, if you're the top player productive on that defense, you know. So those are our 5, but I have some notables, and there's some good ones. There's a lot of notables. So first one I want to say, the freak, Darius Leonard.
Yeah, I think
again his problem under the radar though.
If the Colts have the season they're expected to have, if Rivers can throw it to his own teammates and not the other team every game, the Colts should be contenders. Their division's pitiful. Bill O'Brien's trying to get that thing away. So I mean, they're going to be more relevant. With that being said, if they are, he's going to get a bunch of tackles.
And
he's a tackling machine.
That's the crazy part. So 2 years in the NFL, he won Defensive Rookie of the Year his first year, and then so if you look at his stats, I'm not exaggerating. In 2 seasons, he almost has 300 tackles almost in 2 years. Isn't that insane?
He's a Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher right there.
It's insane. He's a tackling machine. Wherever the football is, he's there.
He's like a magnet.
And then he's averaging 6 sacks in his first 2 years each season. So you can't count him out. And the Colts are a team that they're a dark horse. A lot of people are expecting him to do good. So if he's the anchor and stud of that defense, which he is going to be for that defense, then it's going to get more eyes on him.
Yeah, it's a good chance.
So next, Corey, I got T.J. Watt.
Yes, definitely yes. His first defense, low key with the top 3 defense.
Well, do you want to know why I think he should have won it last year? I did not know until I saw these stats. I knew he had a great year. Guess how many forced fumbles he had last year?
Give me a range. 8?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
8. Is that not insane? Most defenses don't even force that many fumbles. He forced 8 fumbles. He had 2 interceptions and 14 and a half sacks.
That means,
how do you not win defense player with 14 and a half sacks, 8 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions?
That means anytime he's touching an opposing offensive player, they better hold that ball.
He's wreaking havoc.
It's like a Charles Tillman.
I mean, and we saw that defense with the duck hunt. They kept them in.
Arguably, if they had even an offense that wasn't blind or a quarterback that could throw the ball, they made the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. So between their pathetic offense with the duck caller quarterback, backup running backs, 2 backup quarterbacks, and no receiver to be found.
Yeah, Juju took a year off for commercials.
Dude, their defense kept them in games almost in the playoffs. They would have made it with the new system this year with the playoffs, another team. They would have made it last year. And his stats, I mean, I'm shocked he didn't win the award. Maybe it's because they didn't make the playoffs.
He still should.
I mean, dude.
It shouldn't be a popular.
Like I said, a whole defense sometimes doesn't force 8 fumbles, and he had 14 and a half sacks, all this. And also, it does help. His last name's Watt. His brother's won it twice. That does help. And what else? People love Pittsburgh. The Steel Curtain, they're always on prime time. So
very historic, popular.
And Corey, he did finish second voting last year, so he was close. Another one I want to name, just another one, Donnell Hunter.
Oh, dude, another Bayou Bengal, man. Go Tigers, baby. The whole league's full of
Go
them.
Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
National champions.
So it's kind of shocking to me that he flies under the radar because I don't think he had as good a college career as he should have at LSU.
He has the most sacks at his age in NFL history.
That's what I was going to say. So he actually shockingly flew under the radar at LSU. But you saw how
it pan out like you thought it
Vikings took that gamble because they saw how athletic he is and how high his ceiling was.
He's going to be like Clavon Chase on the
Dude, the guy, like you just said, he's a sack. And I'm shocked he's under the radar because the Vikings always have a top 10 defense. And he's arguably ever since he's been in the league, he's one of their top 3 players on that defense every year. I mean, he's the anchor.
A lot of people don't know him, and I don't know why.
No, and that's what shocks me because he's always getting in the backfield. So the last 3 years, the last 2 years in a row, I think he's had, it was either 12.5 or 14.5 sacks. 14.5, I think, 2 years in a row. And then I think the year before he had like 12.5, or he took a year in between. But I think 2 years in a row, like 14.5 sacks, dude. Come on.
Hey,
that's unreal.
Your team plays Minnesota, you'll know who he is.
So essentially, he's almost had 30 sacks in 2 years. The guy, he's good every year. Granted, unless some health issue, he's an easy double-digit sack person every year.
I have a player to add.
Well, can I finish one more? You go ahead.
Okay, so under circumstances, if Jadeveon Clowney comes to NOLA, the Big Easy with Cam Jordan, he's going to win. Look what he did with J.J. Watt. Jadeveon Clowney, you want to win Defensive Player of the Year? You want to get that Super Bowl ring? You want to prove your worth to make money after the season? Come to NOLA, come to Big Easy, win a Super Bowl, become Defensive Player of the Year.
I apologize for everyone who just lost brain cells hearing that statement, considering Jadeveon Clowney puts up 3 sacks a year. You have to put up some stats to win the award.
So you're just a sack guy.
You have to win the award.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if you get pressures or tackles or cause havoc, in the back.
Or have one good play a game where you hit somebody, then take off the rest of the game, then be injured, then ask for too much money.
What have you done with your career, Kyle?
Me?
How many sacks do you have?
Well, let's see. I helped the Bears win a Super Bowl in 2021. Okay, so
we're not talking about Madden. Let's just continue.
The last ones I want to throw in, and I'm just going to say them together. Derwin James or Eddie Jackson.
Derwin James, people forget about because of the injuries. And he was a top safety. And who else did you say?
Even in college. Eddie Jackson.
Can you educate me? Who is that?
You might be a complete moron.
I've never heard of this Eddie Jackson.
See, and this is the thing. Eddie Jackson, the Bears got
a baseball player?
4th-round draft pick from Alabama.
Oh, he sucks. He's from Alabama.
You're an idiot.
Okay, this guy's a scrub. We all know Bayou Bengals are DBU.
Dude, we literally lucked out because he had a broken leg, so he dropped us in the 4th round. His first year in the NFL, all-pro. Best free safety in the entire NFL. Want to know what happened last year? Chuck Pagano, the mad chemist, what a genius. This guy, all-pro, and let's change his position from free safety to strong safety. All-pro, and we're going to switch him. What a genius, Chuck Pagano. So want to know why?
Wait. If these guys are that good, if Khalil Mack's the baddest man on the planet.
He switched positions. All right, change Cam Jordan from DN to D-tackle. See how he plays. There's a difference.
Cam Jordan is what's faster.
There's a difference.
If Eddie Jackson is the best safety, how come they couldn't do good last year?
I just told you he switched.
But if they were the best at what they did, they need to be versatile.
He was the best at free safety, and they switched him to strong safety.
Why would you take someone who's the best at what they do?
Okay, can I explain why he's going to be up for it this year?
Please do.
I am going to explain. He wants to prove he's worth that big contract. And number 2, we're switching him back to free safety. Thank God.
Why?
Thank you.
Why are there two?
So he's not going to be strong safety anymore. We're going to switch him to free safety. Because we have the best defense.
Can I add Demario Davis then?
He's a good player.
Good player. He was all pro.
He's the best cover linebacker. But
he's the best run linebacker. He's the best run linebacker.
Okay, but the Bears are going to have the best defense. So if you're wondering why there's 2 Bears players in it, it's because we're going to have the best defense. I hope. I'll put my money on it.
What's today's date?
What's today's date? A month from when the White Sox began their run to the World Series, baby. Trust the Soxcess. Soxtober. Start crying, Chicago Scrubs. Go cheap, Yankees and Astros. The Sox are coming for you.
Actually, I do have information over what Kyle said the last podcast. It was just released yesterday that Mike Thomas is ranked as the top receiver.
Just released. He's got another tweet from the Twittiot.
Top receiver in pro football. Number 1, Kyle. Who did you say it was? I just don't remember.
Allen Robinson.
Okay, well, we should probably end at that point. You're talking. It's a little late.
But anyway, recap. We got the Mac Daddy, Mac Truck, Big Mac, baddest man on the planet. Return of the Mac Daddy 5 Bears are back, baby. Nighty night. Gonna put your lights out. We got him. We got Corey's man, Cam Jordan. We got who else? We got Aaron Donald. We got Jamal Adams, and then we got
TJ Watt.
Wasn't TJ Watt notable?
Oh, okay, maybe it was.
Who else did we have? We had Nick Bosa. How did we forget him?
I didn't. You did.
You didn't. You should. Okay. And then we had some honorable mentions.
So for next episode, we're gonna go over comeback player of the year. People get
Trubisky or Foles.
Yeah, I was gonna say people get confused with this award. It could be people who were banged up and just had a poor year, or like a superstar, like a stud who just had a bad season.
Trubisky.
So then, okay.
I'm T10 MVP and Mitch we trust.
Hope you guys enjoyed this. Next week.
Thank God for baseball coming back, baby.
Go Saints and who dat?
Bear down, my Bear Leavers.
And enjoy your evening.